Welcome to another episode of Tea Time with Capril. Hey, we're in the fourth quarter now, so a couple things I wanted to make you aware of as we go into the fourth quarter. Number one, if you are on Medicare, open enrollment season for Medigap policies is about to start. So remember, you can change your Medigap coverage every year. Take a look at it. Make sure if you do change that what's important to you is addressed. So make sure, for example, that you get to keep your doctor. If there's any surprises in terms of any coverages that they don't cover, make sure that you have it. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not an expert on Medigap coverage. I understand it, and I can certainly refer you to an expert. But the important thing is that you look at it. Now, even though I'm a proponent of that coverage, I can tell you that in aggregate, most people pay an amount of premiums equal to the benefits that they receive. But that's not always the case. So just take a look at it very carefully. Understand the drug plan is separate. If you're about to go on Social Security for the first time, you're going to want to probably elect to select Part B, which covers your doctor's visit. Part A is automatic. You get that automatically. There's no additional cost for that. But there is additional cost for Part B, and your cost, it depends on your earnings for the year. So if you are thinking about doing something that's going to increase your earnings, you may want to, at least be aware that your Part B premiums could go up for at least 1 year in light of that. All right, so we got open enrollment. The other thing you want to be aware of is that the required minimum distribution age from your IRAs has changed. It's now 73. So if you thought 70 and a half or 72 is the number, no, it's 73. And in fact, it'll actually go up to 75 in a few years, unless, of course, the law is changed. Now, fear not, my office is looking very carefully at who took what. So if you did not take your distribution and you're not set up to get it, we'll make sure that you get it. All right. Trina sits there and looks at every single account. It's a voluminous task, but it's important. We want to make sure that we get it done for you. But if you're not certain, if you're 73 or older, please reach out and let us know. All right. So those are the two big things. The last thing is we are entering another end of the year tax situation. So if you are contemplating doing a Roth conversion for the year, we should talk about that. Again, that is a taxable event most of the time. And so what we want to make sure of is that if it is a taxable event for you, that A, you know about that, so you're prepared to pay the tax. Sometimes the tax can come from the conversion itself, not always. And then the other thing, too, is to make sure that it doesn't impact the taxes of, the tax that you pay or the income that you will record does not have an impact on your Part B premiums if you are on Social Security. All right. So if you're unsure about that, please reach out to me, schedule a time, and we'll go over that. Charitable giving. The reason you should be making charitable gifts is not for taxes. And in fact, most cases nowadays, people can't even deduct their charitable gifts. Why? Because the standard deduction is so high now, which is not a bad thing. But just understand that if you are donating money clearly or solely for a tax write-off, depending on your situation, it may have absolutely no impact at all on your taxes. All right. Also understand that the money you give up to charity will be greater, far greater than the amount of money that you save on taxes. So I've seen people do goofy things. I mean, I'm all for giving money to charity, absolutely. But they think that this is a huge tax savings. It's a small tax savings for most people. It's not as big. But that should not be the reason one gives. One should give for other things. All right. So as we get to this year-end planning, if you have any questions, you want to go over anything, please reach out. Be happy to sit down with you, talk to you, Zoom call, over the phone, whatever. Make sure things get done right for you. All right. Take care. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.